What up, Triple H Podcast? It's Eric Freedom, and I am back with a long-awaited episode. I've been wanting to chat with this buddy for a long while. He is the founder of Be Nutritious, a Southern California, Los Angeles region meal prep company. His name is Brian Wyn. We chat family, business, faith, and just managing the stress of being a leader in the industry and what it takes to balance all that while taking care of your health, family, and just having resilience through all of it. He has a story that's just a lot of grit, and we share his weight loss journey. And it's a great story if you're looking to feel inspired and jump on a weight loss journey that might turn into something else. Stay happy, stay healthy, and enjoy. What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Show.
Glad to be here.
I'm glad you're here, dude. And I have to confess that you're actually someone that I've wanted to have on for a while, multiple seasons. I just couldn't, I don't know. I just never, it would just keep like getting pushed, man.
Yeah.
So I know we talked about this, I think last year.
Yeah, we did. It's been a while.
It's been a while. So it's good to finally have you on, man.
Thank you.
And I know that we're kind of just continuing this from a conversation. So, yeah, dude, who are you and what drives you, man?
Well, I'm Brian Wyn. Dude, you know, when you ask about what drives me, are you talking about fitness? You're talking about
Life, man.
life? Yeah. Well, I got a 3-year-old daughter now that I got to support. Yeah. You know, when they say once you have a kid, it really gives you a different perspective in life. And I think a huge reason of what motivates me to do hard things in life, to run my business, to run a marathon, to whatever it is. I think a big motivation is my daughter, my wife, and, you know, God. And it's those 3 things.
Yeah. Give me some context of, so I know that we met 7 years ago?
2016. No, 2015 or 16.
Is it? Okay. Almost 10 years?
Yeah.
Has it been 10 years?
No, it's been 10 years.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Okay. So about 10 years ago we met. I know, I feel like at the time you were the only meal prep kind of retail facing businesses in our area. We're based in Southern California, in San Gabriel Valley. I still feel like you're still one of the only ones that are still around for that long. Yeah. I've seen others pop up, and yeah, so that was your bread and butter business. Yeah, man, I tell me about that part of your life.
Do you want me to go like from when I first started, like the whole meal prep?
I'd love to hear the origin story. Yeah.
Okay. So I used to be overweight. I was 240 pounds. Went to college and pretty much gained all that weight. In college, I gained like 80 pounds. And you know, in high school, I was 180 pounds. I was fit. You know, played football, and then went to college.
Dang, you're a football guy?
Yeah. Defensive end, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. I started freshman, sophomore, and senior year. I couldn't, not my junior year because I had a senior ahead of me, but you know, I was decent. You know, I was pretty strong. And
hey, you didn't coach. I didn't think you were a football guy.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a lot smaller now, yeah. But in high school, I was pretty solid. You know, and once I went to college, I ate like crap. I didn't work out. There's no fitness. All I did was hang out that girlfriend at the time. Eat Alberto's, Jack in the Box, like Carl's Jr. That's like literally all we did, and went to the movies. You know, just
sounds like you're eating good, bro.
I ate like garbage, you know, and I gained a lot of weight, and I was just like, dude, I got to do something about this. And you know, I've told this in some of my previous videos before. When I got into the car, I would put my seatbelt on, and I had bucket seats too. So I was like into the
You're type R Brian, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Type R Brian,
yeah.
Okay.
You know, that was actually my handle for one of the. It was like it was DC5 Brian. That's what it was. Which is I had an RSX. So.
Yeah.
But you know, I had a bucket seats, and when I would put the seatbelt over, my boobs would hang over the belt, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I relate to that.
Yeah, and it just, I was like, dude, this can't be me.
Yeah.
And
what year was this, and how old were you?
2009, 2010, around there.
Okay.
And that didn't motivate me 100% yet to start my fitness journey. It wasn't until I went to I think it was July 4th party, and my uncle's wife at the time was like, "Damn, Brian, your boobs are bigger than mine," and that hurt my feelings.
Oh, that hurt your feelings, bro.
That like I'm glad she did that because it sparked a fire. Like,
dude, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sparked a fire, and I was just like, dude, I got to do something about this.
Wow.
And it literally, it's kind of crazy. I took a before picture and I printed it out and I put it on my closet door. So every morning when I wake up, I'd look at it. And I was like, all right, I got to go run.
Yeah, it's like looking in the mirror, huh?
Yeah. And from there on, I just started running a grip, and the weight started coming off naturally. And at the time, I didn't know anything about nutrition. It was just like chicken, brown rice, broccoli, basic stuff. And you remember Mike Chang, the six-pack abs?
Six-pack abs guy.
Yeah. So I bought a program.
Oh, he's in some controversy right now, I think.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't kept up with him.
Yeah.
But I bought his program, and it changed my life, dude. Like
that's cool.
Yeah, in the program, he had videos teaching you how to eat, teaching you how to exercise.
Shout out to Mike Chang, dude.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, he was like the first Asian that like Asian people could be inspired by too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he changed my life. He got me fit.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I lost the weight there, and then I got into like Muay Thai training and all of that. So it's it's been nonstop ever since. Once you get the weight off, it's easy to keep it off.
Yeah. What was your peak heaviest again?
240.
Oh, dude, me too.
Yeah.
Dude, I graduated high school 246.
Really?
Yeah, with like no muscles. I mean, like I was thick boned, but I'm still thick boned. But dang.
Did you do any sports in high school?
I was a hooper.
Okay.
And then I stopped hooping, but I kept eating like I was hooping.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Like same thing as you were eating, dude. I was eating good. Carl's Jr., 99-cent spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah. I actually played basketball too in
summer
league. I played summer league JV just for 1 year, just to try it out.
Dang.
I'm not good at basketball, dude, at all.
Yeah, I was pretty good at basketball. I was decent, but that's crazy. Yeah, I stopped playing. I think I entered high school 140, 150.
Okay.
Same height. I haven't grown since I was 11.
Wow.
Same height since I was 11. So, and then I exited high school literally almost 100 pounds heavier. Yeah.
Damn.
What's crazy was like even at 245 though, I could run up and down the court a little bit. Like a big boy. And like kind of hang in a game, but I was like dying. My joints hurt all the time. So. Dang, that's crazy. Similar stories.
Yeah.
Similar story. Let me ask you this, dude, because I used to do this when I was in like my big boy years. I've told this story a lot, but I used to. So back in the day, Champs used to have like this like 5 for $20 shirts. You remember that? Foot Action, Champs.
Oh yeah,
Foot Locker.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
And then it was also, so we were in high school around the same time, because you're younger than me, right?
Yeah.
When like 50 Cent was kind of just taking off.
Yeah.
So like do you remember the G Unit wife beater?
I do.
so that was kind of like trending, and like you could get those at Foot Action, Foot Locker, and they were also like 5 for $20. So my mom would we would go get clothes, like back to school shopping. I get clothes once a year. That's the only time I'm getting clothes, and she would literally buy me 10 of those shirts.
Gosh.
And I'll never forget, and I don't know if you have an experience like this, but I have like a vivid memory of I'm at Champs when it was downstairs at the Santa Anita Mall, and I used to have this like hunch because I used to try to hide my man breasts. Yeah. So and then
you go like this, right?
Yeah, and you go like this all the time to alleviate the breast from just. You just don't want the nipple to pop out too much. I
get it, 100%.
Right? So you'd always be like this, like you're always like doing that, and God forbid you forget to wear the wife beater under that day, because that's like the man bra. so I used to wear the wife beater that it kind of like straps you down a little bit, and then you wear like a shirt size bigger. Yeah. And I remember I went to I don't know if you have a story like this, but so I have this vivid memory of I'm going to the mall. And the sales associate's trying to help you out, because back then people used to help you like that, right? They try to help you with your shoe size and all that. And what size do you need? I'll just pull it out for you, because they don't want you messing up the shirts. And I looked at the guy, and I said, I'm a double X. Yeah. And my mom looked at me. She goes, "You're not a double extra large." She goes, "You're an extra large." And I looked at her and I was like, no, mom. I was like, no, mom. I'm a double X.
Yeah.
And she in front of the guy goes, why? Because your nipples will show. And I remember just like that Bart Simpson like going into the bushes.
Yeah.
I literally like emotionally, spiritually disappeared into the bushes of like, oh my God, mom. Like this is like killing me, dude.
So in our era of high school, I actually wore 2Xs at 160 pounds, like at freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and then I got bigger junior, senior year. But I was, it was like the hip hop era. So
you stapled your jeans too, huh?
No, I cuffed them inside of like wristbands.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Bands.
Yeah.
So I was in that era, and dude, I wore Aniche, Echo,
dang, dude.
Rockaware.
South Pole, dude. You were South Pole.
I didn't. South Pole was one of the ones I didn't rock.
Hey, Nietzsche, dude, that's running it back, dude. Hey, you wear Sean John, dude?
I did.
You wore Sean John, dude. You did it, man. That's crazy.
I have some high school photos, big jerseys. Like I was into that, like 50 Cent.
Yeah,
Game.
Dude.
All of that.
Did you have a 50 Cent wife beater though?
I did.
Dude. Did you have earrings?
No, I'm just kidding. No earrings. No earrings. No.
Okay. I had earrings, dude. So yeah, I'm gonna show a photo. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, yeah. So like, when you're the big boy growing up, it's like you're very insecure. You're just trying to hide your body, bro.
Yep.
So.
Yep. That was me. That was you in high school, but that was me like after during college and after. Well, I'm sorry. Once I lost the weight, that was a lot more. It builds your confidence. That's a big game changer.
So how did? I'm guessing you're just cooking for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that was on the Mike Chang program, which is chicken breast.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, brown rice.
You gotta give him shares of Be Nutritious, bro.
In the future,
he should have a 0.5% royalty, dude, or something, man. Dang, because you literally took his recipes and just made them yours.
Yes and no. I because his fundamentals or his basic nutrition was just chicken breast, brown rice, broccoli, sweet potatoes, basic stuff.
Yeah.
And at that time, it's not like now you can go on ChatGPT and like put together a meal plan. Mm-hmm. Back then you like go on Google and really try to figure out.
Yeah.
And he was one of the ones that were around. So that's how I learned about nutrition. And then over the years, it's just kind of like stacked on top.
Yeah.
So.
Let me ask you this. You're as someone that's not really in the fitness industry, but you're kind of like a vertical business, right? That supports like it's helpful for your industry to do well alongside ours, right? It's like a partnering business. Do you feel that this is what I found, but as there's more information and more resources out there, people are getting like worse with more information. Like you would think with that, it's like, oh, everybody should be shredded now, or like, and really like blood work should be amazing now. But with more information, there's actually less compliance towards the information that is out there that would help you get better. Yeah.
So what was your question? Do you feel like
do you feel like that's the case? Like, do you feel like, or that's my experience. Like, do you feel like that's what I'm seeing? Is like,
I feel like people are more educated. I'm in the restaurant. I get a lot of people that come in, first timers, and they're like, oh, I'm just, my health, I'm having health issues. And by the time they come in, it's like, there's different types of customers, right? There's ones that want to come in and lose weight. There's ones that have a health issue, or doctor said they need to eat healthier. So we get all kinds.
Yeah.
But with the information out there, I think people are more aware. Because we've been the past 5 years, with all the information that's available on the internet. I think I feel like it's an incline versus a decline.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I feel like it's an incline versus a decline.
Maybe it's the way that we, like the kind of people that we get in the coach, because it's like, I'm like, dude, with all this information, how do you still have really horrible acid reflux? Like, and it's like, with the information that's out there, I feel like it's not an info problem, it's an implementation problem.
100%.
Right.
Yeah, I think people just don't care, right? Like they can be exposed to, doctor can tell them something, oh, you're pre-diabetic or whatever, and they're still, oh, I'm still okay. And they'll still drink Cokes and whatever it is, But I think it really comes down to just the actual person, it's themselves. Some are willing to take their nutrition seriously and make a change in their life, and some don't care.
Yeah. So from the day that you went from, I'm cooking for myself. How did that become like your first location restaurant?
So I was cooking at home from so this is when I got into meal prep, like, and actually started a business. Yeah. I was doing like men's physique bodybuilding. Oh, so okay. Yeah. So I competed 2013 and 2014. And then after I finished competing, I was like, dude, I can turn this into a business. And while prior to that, there was actually this girl that used to prep for me. And so she gave me the idea kind of. And I tried her food. I was like, dude, this is so basic. I can make it better. Dang. And that was kind of like, all right, I'm going to try with a few friends. And I meal prepped for my friend and his girlfriend. And dude, they bought 15 meals each. So it was 30 meals for my first order. And like, oh, it's really good. And it's basic stuff, ground turkey, chicken breast, sweet potatoes, tilapia.
Just do some cumin in it.
Basic stuff. I do lemon pepper. I didn't even do cumin in it, basic. And they liked it. And all they did was post it on Instagram. And at that time, there was no DMs. So I literally, it was overnight. I made the menu in one setting, right? I sat on my computer, I had my friend make the logo. I made the menu, and then I made an Instagram page, and I made an email. That was how Be Nutritious kind of started. Dang. So once I had the Instagram, they shouted me out. And next thing you know, I was flooded with emails. Oh, I would like to order. I would like to order. And at that time, 2014, I think, or 2015, traction and engagement, everything was just way crazier than it is now. Yeah. And there wasn't many meal prep services. I think there was maybe like one or two that I could remember. Yeah. But there was no one doing it really. Yeah. There's
been a lot that have come. I mean, we're 13 years. There's been a lot that have come and gone.
A lot. And the big reason why I have a actual brick and mortar is because meal prep concepts, it's hard to be consistent on, right? Like you'll have customers that, even if you'll have customers that order 1 week, skip the next week, order the next week. It's very inconsistent. Mm-hmm. The fact that I have a restaurant and someone that can come in and order one meal or order meal prep on their meals for the week, mm-hmm. It gives us that advantage. Like if you order from meal prep service, you're gonna have to order Friday to get it up delivered on Sunday. Ours, you can come in Friday on or Saturday or Wednesday or whatever day you want, order it and get it within 20, 30 minutes. Yeah. So that's what gives us that competitive edge. And we don't deal with food waste the way that meal prep services do. Like back then when I was doing just meal prep, dude, we had 1,000 meals that we were doing per week. And sometimes when you can underbuy or you can overbuy, and it's really hard to gauge, And I know your first question was how did I get into the first location? Yeah. So I was doing meal prep, and those meals pretty much just stacked up over time, and I saved up enough money to get my first location. Yeah. And I also had money that I was doing insurance at the time too. I was selling insurance. Shoot. Yeah. So I was an insurance broker.
What kind?
So what kind? Commercial. I did commercial. I did health and life. I had P&C. So like auto, home, all that. But my focus was mainly like auto and home.
Damn, yeah. That's crazy. That's a crazy walk away.
I know.
That's a great business.
Dude, I've sometimes I've considered getting my license again because I made a mistake not renewing the license. Yeah. Because sometimes I come across like high net individuals that, dude, I can totally do insurance, make, some sort of income from it. But that's just the entrepreneur mindset that I'm always looking way to make more money, Yeah. But after like doing thousands, like we were doing 1,000 meals a week, dude, it was nuts. Like I would plan for that Sunday, and I was like, for me to like genuinely scale, I got to have like an actual location. Yeah. And
because it was out of your like home kitchen.
Out of my mom's kitchen, literally.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And
no food license, no nothing.
It was like a sweatshop.
That's
and
crazy.
I have a picture of like all my friends that came to help, and I would pay them all. I think at the time it was like $10 an hour.
Dang.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, PayPal me, dude.
Yeah. No, I just paid them cash. Like,
no. The people that are ordering your meals, yo, just send me a PayPal or something.
Literally. Yeah. PayPal, or they'll leave a check or cash.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It was nuts.
You ever have a check balance?
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
I had a lot of police officers. I think that was because of my friend. He's a police officer. So a lot of LAPD guys that would order.
Oh, wow.
A lot of nurses.
Dang, dude.
Business professionals.
Changing the force, too.
Yeah. Okay. But Yeah, man, I look back at it, I'm like, dude, it was, you know, making 20, 25 grand a month, just working that 1 day a week is nuts.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation because that's a whole nother conversation. I'm thinking like what's scaling, and then now it's like I'm sure you've had points of like, dang, I'm out here just creating a lot of value to give people jobs, and you're not providing anything for yourself too, right? And whereas like, oh, when I was doing that, I was probably making the same if, you know, so it's just interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you're a business owner, so you know firsthand we're always the last to get paid, and sometimes we don't even get paid. You know, and it's just that's part of the game. But we're visionaries. We know where we want the brand long term.
Yeah, thanks. So that was kind of how you got started, and it's not how many your business now?
10. Yeah. So 10 years.
Yeah. And then you've kind of gone down like franchising model.
Yeah, I haven't given up on that. I'm glad you brought that up. Franchising, you know, it's a tough like, especially for an emerging brand, you know, because you don't have a proven model that like if you buy a Chipotle or a McDonald's, it's proven, right? You know you're going to be successful.
Yep, there's a strong headquarters.
Exactly. Yeah. But when you buy into a new brand, it's like, you're the headquarters. You know, you're still new. You don't have your systems down. You don't, you know. So whoever buys into the brand, it has to be, first of all, you have to have a cultural fit, right? And you got to really believe in it. Yeah. And, you know, I've been trying to franchise for, you know, many years now. And, you know, we actually had our Boston location that opened up 2022, I think. But, you know, they ended up closing. I don't know if you knew that or not. But
you told me,
yeah, so construction, it was during COVID. I signed them 2020. And then 2021, they started looking for locations. And then it took them a year and a half to open. So their rent was $9,500 a month.
Their build out time was a year and a half.
A year and a half. So they had to start paying rent 4 months in, and construction dragged.
Yeah, so 8 months of just rent, but you can't collect anything.
Yeah, and I you know, like we couldn't do anything. You know, if you would have saw the heated conversations we'd all have with the contractors, it was like a screaming match. That was the first time I've ever done that in business, like scream with other people. And it was really bad. And I think they're still in a lawsuit right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really bad. They lost everything. You know,
like they put their family on
everything on the line to do this. It sucks. You know, it really sucks because
how do you carry that? Something like that. That's heavy.
It bothered me for a long time because, you know, we went out there. It was so surreal, you know, like going out there in like the heart of Boston. Yeah. And like their sales crushed it. Like they crushed both of our stores currently right now because the location was so good. Yeah. But all the loans they took out, all the money they borrowed, it was hard the cash flow couldn't upkeep everything. Yep. And even though sales are great, it was like they're still bleeding money. Yep. You know, and they're like, Brian, we gotta, you know, I still have a good relationship with them. Yeah. And like, Brian, we just can't survive anymore. You know, we gotta close. So they ended up selling. They got some money out of it for doing an asset sale, but still, it didn't. You know, the amount that they lost was just. To this day, I'm just like, man, what could we have done differently? And you know, I think that location was like cursed, or I don't know, man. It was just the construction company was probably the worst I've ever dealt with. You know, for them to take that long and beat around the bush. And what sucks is that construction company, they were a referral from someone.
Yo, that's always the worst pain too.
Yeah, and when it came to having these conversations, that person that referred the construction company, nowhere to be seen. They just ghosted us.
Dang.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, I just got to take an L. You know, it's part of the journey. Yeah. But I'm not giving up on franchising. You know, now, like, you know, we turned the El Monte location into a franchise. Yeah. So that's my one franchisee, and he's successful right now. Yeah. And he's crushing it. And I think he's going to be the stepping stone for us to expand to more locations, because when someone wants to buy a franchise, they're going to validate with the current franchisee. You know, like, are you happy with the founder? Is this a proven model? Does it work? Yada, yada. And I genuinely believe wholeheartedly that it's gonna work.
Yeah.
You know, so I haven't given up.
Right on, dude. I like that. Yeah, I went through a private equity evaluation like last year. I wasn't gonna sell. I just wanted to see like, you know, they hit us and I was like, I remember I responded to the email. I was like, is this a joke?
Yeah.
Like, cause it was like, no, I saw you on this podcast. It sounds like there's a good business model. We run a private equity firm that's trying to acquire boutique fitness gyms.
Okay.
And then basically like throw money into it if the systems are good, and then scale from there. And then we went through multiple conversations of like what that looks like, and it's interesting because it's like their scaling is an interesting like at the end of the day, like when you look at a big fund, their job is to look at it and be like, if I throw X amount of cash, it's completely unemotional for them. They're like, if we throw this amount of cash at it, you know, can it take what's currently here and just multiply it and have whatever percentage return, right? And then we're willing to give the person that will exit it and built it a certain amount to leave, right? And walk away from that, right? And I'm just like, it's crazy because it's like there's no, you want to scale something, and like when you want to scale something the right way, outside money is just like there's no feelings, there's no. It's does this make money or not, and that's the only metric that matters. It doesn't matter whether everybody in it's happy or not. It doesn't matter which families this affects or not. All we care about is getting a 20 to 40% year after year return as a baseline, and or if not better, can we get a 200% return on this investment, right? And when I went through that, I was like, wow, I wasn't planning to sell, but now I'm like, I don't think I ever could, like, even if it was like an incredible payout.
Yeah.
I just like, even if it would put me ahead 10 years, I'm like, dang, that's like selling your soul, you know? It's hard. I don't know, man.
You know, talk about private equity. When the Boston location opened up, they contacted me too. Private equity contacted me because they'd see brands like, oh, you know, this could be something big. Yeah. But I declined, right? I wasn't in a position to even think about it. Yeah. I think my opinion might differ a little bit on private equity. Yeah. It's for me, right? Like I'm being completely honest. Yeah. If I had, 10 locations down the line and private equity comes, hey, we'll give you 10 mil, 15 mil, like, dude, I'm going to do something. That's life-changing money.
Yeah, it's life-changing money.
Life-changing money for my family, I might, if that's the ultimate American dream, that's the way I see it, I guess, one of my friends did private equity. Like, have you heard of PokeWorks? No. So they are a Poke franchise that popped off in 16, 17. Yeah. And I think they sold, I don't remember the exact number, but it was like 60% or 80%. I don't remember, but they sold for like 18 mil.
Dang, 8-figure exit. That's legit.
Yeah. And, that.
Yeah, I had a 7-figure offer.
Yeah. That's still legit.
Yeah, but I was like, dude,
Yeah. But I just dream for that. That's my long-term goal, of course. Yeah. But the goal of Be Nutritious has always been just, my slogan is to get people healthy one meal at a time.
Yeah. I like that. That's interesting because, like, for me, I asked this question. I was like, okay, I don't know, like, it's if you had 100 mil in the bank today, are you waking up and doing the same thing? And it sounds like your answer is no, right?
Yeah, no, definitely
You're definitely not doing the same thing. It's definitely like, I think if I had 100 mil in the bank today, I'd probably wake up and do the same thing. The next day, like, I'm literally gonna get up and just like repeat my day. Like, I'm not gonna live any different. Yep. Yeah. I would. Yeah. I would for sure try to buy a building for sure. Yeah. But that's like outside of that, like controlling the ecosystem of like how we operate a brick and mortar. I don't think I would change much about what I'm doing just because I like it. Yeah. I love what I do. Yeah. I have the option to not be present in the business, but I choose to work 3 days out of the week, 4 days out of the week, because I love my customers and I love the engagement. It just makes a difference, you build these relationships with these customers and they come because of you, and I don't know. I love being at work. Yeah. What do you feel like the biggest things that you've learned being a business owner over a decade, like balancing that with being a husband, father now, which is, I mean, I know that that's like a really important thing for you. And that's like it sounds like a primary driver.
Yeah.
What are some things that you've learned?
As a business owner,
Just overall, yeah.
it's hard, man. You know, it's really hard. And people don't understand the restaurant space, even the gym space, you know, like gym business and the restaurant business are tough.
Very
you know?
similar, yeah.
Yeah.
Very challenging.
And I've seen a lot of these videos like, three concepts I would not invest in.
Yo, yeah.
And I think restaurant was one of
Cody
them.
Sanchez, bro.
Literally.
Cody Sanchez is just ripping our industries, man.
Literally. And I really like her. But restaurants was the first thing that she said. And it is true. Restaurants are hard, you know, especially like full service restaurants.
Yep.
But I think what differentiates us and how I'm able to like sustain it is because we're a quick service. It's small, you know, and we have different revenues, you know, from meal prep, catering, delivery, all that. Yeah, it's hard, you know, and you have to have discipline and grit to get through just like anything in life. You know, I've had some hard times with the business. You know, there's years where the first 2 years I didn't make any money. I mean, there's money coming in, obviously, but like, you know, you're making that money to replenish everything.
To put it back in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And one thing I've always been a person to take risk. Yeah. And, you know, even when things don't work out, I like keep pouring money into it. And like, I'm 10 years in, right? Yeah. And I'm still risking and investing and, you know, trying to put it back in the business all the time. Franchising, for example, right? I've been trying since 2018, right? And it hasn't worked in my favor, but I still haven't given up. Yeah. And everything that I've done are lessons learned, right? So if I talk about franchising, like I've worked with different franchise sales organizations, and none of them have worked out except the first one. Mm-hmm. And you know, after the Boston, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna take a break from franchising and just focus and on my locations. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of like what I've been doing. Mm-hmm. And right now, I'm actually saving money to work with another franchise sales organization, mm-hmm. and all in, they're like $250K.
Sure.
But it's like almost guaranteed to scale. And every brand that they've worked with has been able to scale. Mm. So with the prior, you know, franchise sales organization that I was working with, there was this brand that they couldn't scale. Like they've been trying to do it for a few years and they couldn't scale. But once they signed with this new company, they got like 30 locations in the first year. That's crazy. And dude, now they pretty much guarantee in the span of 3 years that they're going to open 99 locations. Wow. Yeah. And dude, that's like such a dream for me. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I truly believe in my heart that it's going to happen and it will happen. It's just God's timing, you know? Yeah. So.
Dang, dude, bring peanut chicken to the masses, bro.
Dude, I know. I don't eat the peanut chicken as much. But when I do, because it's peanut sauce, it's a little extra calories. Yeah. When I do, it's so good, dude.
Yeah, bro. You know? Peanut chicken, Hawaiian salmon is my go-to, bro.
Heck yeah, that's right.
Seasonally. I'm lazy for a week. I'm like, hey,
let's go to Chipotle.
We'll call them Be Nutritious. So
yeah. Go to was it Baja Fresh?
Oh, Baja Fresh. Yeah, dude. That was like the first time I had it in years, bro. I ran into my Baja Fresh, dude. It's delicious.
And Green Zone.
Baja chicken burrito.
And Green Zone from a distance.
Yeah, that's right. Man, it sounds to me like one of the lessons is like don't quit. If you have a vision, you just gotta like keep going, keep depositing back into the bank of the dream that you feel like you're called to or you're trying to achieve. And I feel like another theme in what you just said was like you sound like you're saving up, and it's like the hustle, the mentality of like just doing the work can only get you so far, but there's always, you know, just from like a life or athlete perspective, it's so important to invest and put time, money, energy into people that are going to be able to get you to wherever you want to go.
Yep.
Right. Like that's the, like you're basically talking about coaching.
Yeah.
Right? It's like the value of coaching and having mentors that have gone before you, that have done the work of like where you want to go. There's value in getting those people's resources to get you to where you want to go. Right. Just even from like, whether it's accountability or a framework that they can teach you.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like that's like the season that you're in right now, where you're like, okay, I know that's valuable, even though the past mentors, you've learned lessons and it hasn't gotten you the result that you want. There's still value in like, I mean, that's a lot of, that's some cha-ching to pony up, dude, to scale to the next level, right?
Yeah. But every company that has been with them has been able to scale.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've did a lot of research on this company, and I have a friend that's actually, she's signing up with this company for this year, who has the same franchise journey as I have. Yeah. You know, we've been trying, and it hasn't worked out.
So you kind of got to watch closely too.
She's crazy, just like I am.
Yeah.
We believe so much in our brand.
Yeah.
And this girl is leveraging her home to sign up with this company. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
Yeah. And you know, she believes in it. I think she's going to be able to scale, and you know, I'm shooting that. This is going to be my end of 2026 goal, is to sign up with this company. In 2027, we're going to roll out.
Dang,
so I'm like long-term planning, you know. Right now for 2026, mine is to get the sales up for our stores, make everything look good on paper, and of course, be profitable and all that. But I want everything to look clean, and then we're gonna be rolled out for next 2027.
What disciplines do you need to dial in personally for you to like get there?
Just keep doing what I'm doing, honestly. You know.
What are you doing?
So, well, like my routine or
How does Brian Wyn take care of himself so that you can like operate at the level you're trying to operate at?
Yeah. So first things first, in the morning when I get up, I gotta get up before my wife and my daughter.
Yeah.
So like before I take my daughter to school, because I like to take her to school, I'll wake up at 6, get my run in, get her breakfast ready, take her to school, and then when I'm on my way to work, I throw on a podcast, get my mind right, and then I'm at work, you know, overseeing everything. That's like my routine, you know. But like as far as like getting me ready, like getting the business ready to look good on paper and all that, like I'll set like once a week to go out and like get business, you know, the like old school door to door, handing out stuff, you know. I feel like that works really well, you know, because you can only go so far with digital. Like I feel like a lot of things are kind of saturated, washed, you know, people just kind of scroll, even if you pay for ads, right? Like unless you have a really good ad, you know. Like I don't spend any money on digital marketing anymore, only for my social media, you know, to get posted, but I don't spend money on ads. I don't, you know, all my business that comes in is through referral or reviews online. Like we're a 4.5, 5-star rating all across the board. And that already just brings in business. But for me to go and get extra business and make everything look good is to, you know, work my network first of all, and then, you know, go door to door and hand out these. Like I have this new routine that for this upcoming year is I printed a bunch of flyers customized for every business, and pretty much offering free catering for 20 people. And the way for them to redeem it, they just got to take a picture and email me, and then that's kind of like how you know, it starts to get people to start ordering, you know. And like I got this idea from, actually it's kind of crazy, but I got this idea from some guy from TikTok who's a restaurateur, and kind of like, you know, but discipline is as far as like getting my mind right with working out. My fitness is a priority always, you know, because I feel like if I'm in good fitness shape, it always, I don't know, it just takes me to that next level, you know?
Yeah. Are you pursuing any fitness goals in this next year?
Yeah, I told you earlier, you know, sub 3 is going to be, sub 3 marathon is my goal. Yeah. Get lean also, just like you know, lean and jacked.
Jacked out of your mind, dude.
Yeah.
What does that look like for you, like body comp wise?
Probably like 5% body fat.
Yo, that's lean, bro.
Yeah, I want to get lean.
Is that good for a marathon runner?
I don't know. I want to look good running though, so.
I was about to say, like, I feel like most marathon, like high level marathon runners that I know I can't even say I know high. I don't know anybody that's I'm not personally good friends with anybody that's like a high level marathoner.
Yeah.
I'm good friends with a lot of triathletes.
Yeah.
Which is like similar. It's just they're doing two other disciplines on top of it. But the ones that are like real good at it, they're actually like not that jacked.
No, I know.
They're like,
because you eat a lot of carbs.
Yeah, they're kind of big legged. Like they kind of need that bloat to access the glycogen stores. You know.
Yeah. So the way I'm planning to hit these goals is I'm gonna get lean first, and then once you get to that level of leanness that you want to be.
Yeah.
And then you get into and then I'll get into like marathon prep, right? Then I can eat, and I'm just gonna burn it all off, So
Dang.
I'm gonna get lean first.
What are you sitting at right now?
I'm like probably like 170 pounds.
Light.
I'm probably like 12% body fat, a little tough, but
dang.
Yeah,
so you're trying to get down to
probably like 5-6%. Yeah,
I holding the same weight.
No, probably not. I'll lean out. So
you'd be like 160?
Probably like 160.
How tall are you?
6 feet.
Yo, that's lean, dude.
I know. I've been very lean before.
That's like NBA lean, bro.
Is it?
I feel like that's like NBA lean. That's really lean.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm trying to get down to 190.
Okay. And what are you now?
I'm currently, this morning I'm bloated. I had some salt, but I was 211 2 days ago. And then I was like 215 to 220 all year.
Okay.
But like just like no effort. Nothing crazy intentional. So I'm on a cut right now. I'm like 1,800 calories right now.
Oh, wow.
Sub 1,800 calories. Well, I was. Now I'm not.
Yeah.
So now I'm back up to I actually need to talk to my coach about it. So I'm gonna maintain 1770 through next Wednesday, and then I'm gonna recalibrate. Yeah. But it's like I wanted to like a deficit through the holidays.
Yeah.
So that I had buffer to because I probably had a maintenance at 2,700.
Okay.
So that's 1,000 calorie deficit. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Right. So I was like, okay, that gives me like a 300 to 500 buffer, and I'm still in a deficit if I go over.
Yeah.
So just through the holidays, and it actually worked out really, really well.
Yeah.
So feeling good, trending towards 200. Me and like 3 other guys were in a accountability group of like, hey, we're trying to by our staff summit here by May, we're trying to all hit certain numbers. So I'm trying to get to like 199 by May.
Yeah, I'm sure you can.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to, and then I'll reevaluate like where I want to go from there.
Yeah.
Hey, 160 though, huh, bro?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be about 160. Yeah, that's when I'm like lean. I just want my fitness goal. Like, dude, what got me started in fitness also is like I just want abs, and then just kind of like went
at 12%. At 12%, 175, you don't have abs?
Upper abs. My genetics don't give me my lower abs.
Lower abs.
Yeah. So
Dang, I see. I don't know, man.
Some people are blessed with good genetics. I don't have that. I gain weight easy and I lose weight easy. So it's always been like that.
Interesting, dude.
Yeah.
175. Wow. Oh. Dang, man. Right on, dude. Any other focuses for the rest of this year?
I actually wrote down my 2026 goals.
Yeah.
And the first one was to get lean and jacked. And then
it's like every man's beginning of the year goal, bro.
Yeah. And I think selling 2 franchises this year myself is the goal. We have some organic inquiries. It's just gonna be up to me to close the deal.
Yeah.
So it's tough. I've been working on this lead from Sacramento for months now. And when I did the marathon, I actually went and visited her. And she comes from like a cooking background. She has a meal prep service already, but she kind of wants to expand into like a brick and mortar. Yeah. So I've been working that lead. I'm just praying that I'm praying that it works out. One of my 2026 goals also was to pray more and get closer to God. That's like the thing for me right now. It's hard. Sometimes when your heart's not right or your mind's not in the right, it's hard. But I've been making it a thing to pray before bed and pray when I wake up, at least at the minimum.
Yeah. Hard to let go, huh?
It is.
Yeah. Hard to let go control things, man.
Yeah. So. And, as a business owner, sometimes things don't work in your way and you get financially stressed about things and just, it's a lot, it's a lot of pressure. And then now you got kids, you got a family to support. It's a lot, and, I felt like last year and the past 2 years, praying has kind of like helped me a lot. Praying and running, those 2 things to kind of just get my mind off of things.
Yeah. something that I challenge myself to think about, and I'll challenge you to think about it this year is like, because I think, I asked you that 100 million question earlier, right? It's like, would you change anything? And I think for me is like, I've always viewed finances and money as like, all that does is kind of like light on fire the person that you already are. So like, if you're a generous person, you're going to be generous when you have more money. You'll be generous when you have less money. If you're actually a generous person, right? And I think one of the things that's been tested for me is like, what do I really put like my trust into? Is it like my own ability to like make things happen and force a result on the business side, or am I a different person when things aren't going my way? Like, am I really like, does my character stand the test of time based on like the season that I'm in? Shouldn't dictate who I am. It should just really bring out who I actually am. It reveals character, right?
Yeah.
It's like I think that's like a Jim Rohn quote. But I think one challenge that I've had this year is like what am I really like, I guess, putting my faith into? Like, what am I really resting on? Is it really like, is more money gonna actually make you feel more secure? Or does it just really bring out who you really are? Because when you have less, like, dude, we've all had, like, you've had less, I've had less. Like, I even said it out loud to like one of my good friends. I was like, dude, I actually think like there are moments in my life where I think I was happier when I had less.
Yeah.
Like when I had less responsibility. I had less things on the line. I think I probably was like a happier person, right? And it's just interesting. And I think something I've been trying to reconcile is as I step into it this year is like, can I just trust in how I show up every single day as who I am, like putting the reps in, getting my workouts in, praying, showing up. Like I have a big goal this year of like not yelling at my kids. I'm on a 2-day streak right now. I'm on a day and a half streak right now. Day 2 of 365 of like not yelling at my kids, right? Because I want to set the tone of that temperament for my family of like, I'm not a yeller. I want the identity of I'm not a yeller, right? And that's a lot of stuff to undo, a lot of damage to undo, like generationally that I'm trying to undo for myself and my kids. But it's like, how do I show up consistently, faithfully in what I've been given, so that when I do have more, I'm still that same person.
Yeah.
So
dude, I'm such a soft dad.
Yeah.
Like, you're telling me like you're yelling. I should probably start yelling at my daughter, but I don't yell. I'm always like the soft one. It's my wife that does the yelling. But man, I die for my daughter, dude.
Yeah. I don't yell at my third one, but my son, I give him a lashing verbally, dude. And then my oldest one, I think because she's the oldest one, I don't even need to yell at her, and she already takes things really hard. Yeah, she's just like responsible firstborn, like So I think something I'm trying to grow in this year. But dude, as we kind of wrap up, man, thanks for joining me in a conversation. We chatted a lot of business today, dude. Yeah, that was a lot more business than I thought we were gonna chat. But I feel like there's a lot of insights that I took away on like how to balance your life. Like we're all busy, and balancing the structure of being a busy entrepreneur with the strains of trying to provide for your family and just like do better than just surviving, Yeah,
for sure.
So,
yeah, I really wanted to hop on because I was like, dude, this is January 2nd, dude. It's a new year. Like we're gonna do things this year. So I'm ready for this year, bro. Like I just have a good feeling about 2026. It's like last year I didn't have a good feeling about 2025. I don't know.
Dude, kind of same boat, man. So
and this year I'm just like, dude, I'm amped,
Yeah.
And it's like, how the new year, new me. Like I've never really fell into that, maybe like when I first started my fitness journey, because I've always been like on it,
Yeah.
But dude, I don't know. I just feel different about this year. I really believe that it's gonna be a good year.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go. Oh yeah.
Boom.